And I think I'm going to use the red pen, and just to break the colour, the black and white, I'm going to colour the outside one just red. I'm not going to do any design in here. I just want to do red because, as I've said to you, red is symbolic normally of romantic love that we gift to others, and sometimes we don't gift that deep love to ourselves, and this is a part that I want to acknowledge and gift to myself during this time, is that deep, deep love that we feel for others. I want to give it to myself in this session, and I'm going to represent it with the red around my heart area. I am pressing quite hard, so I'm going to just let go of the pen. You can tell I'm pressing hard by the bits of paper that are coming off. Might be because this pen is not flowing properly. That's okay. Just going to turn it around so you can see, and I'm just going to lift the pen up so that the ink flows better, and I'm holding the pen a little bit higher up and loosening my grip. Just letting this flow. Sometimes certain areas we might hold on really tightly because this is an area that we've might have neglected within ourselves. And I think it's important for us to feel that deep love for ourselves. I know socially it's deemed to be vain and over the top, but I think in meditation terms it's gifting this back to ourselves, allowing ourselves to feel that deep, deep love that we give to other people so easily. We do all tend to have an inner voice within us that is very self-critical, so I think it's important for us just to feel in this moment that we're allowing ourselves to give this love back to, this deep love back to ourselves. Telling ourselves that it's okay to feel deep love for ourselves and to let go of that little critical voice within us. That seems to want to criticize everything that we say or do. And it's okay to let go of that voice within you and accept that we all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. And through mistakes and failures in life, we learn our strongest and deepest lessons. And sometimes it can be from us gifting this deep love to people who don't reciprocate it back to us. And that's all okay. It's okay to let it all go. Just release it during this session and give it all back to ourselves. Just show you what that has turned out like. There are a bit of red marks on there, but I'm not going to worry about that at this moment in time. Can use an eraser to just get rid of that. So I don't think that pen was particularly a good pen, but anyway, we work with what we got. So the next part of the session is the next line, and I think I'm going to work with pink, like a pinky purple colour in this area. And I'm going to do my squares, as I love my squares as well. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do them sort of at an angle. I'm just going to do squares going round. I do hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to follow things going round. Apologies if you do hear me moaning at times, is because I am stretching to get this into focus. And within this heart center, along with our deep love, we're going to concentrate on the strength within us and the ability to trust ourselves. You know, trust in our decision making. I'm going to do some squares in here. And we're also going to concentrate on our strength within us. So, our inner strengths. One of my inner strengths is my ability to create and use my creativity to help me with my physical health issues, and to just use this like a meditative session to help relax my body. And keeping your body relaxed and calm is very good for our health and well-being. Some people use exercise to do this, And for those who can't exercise for whatever reason, this is a good way of expressing yourself and releasing anything that's stopping you from expressing your strengths and trust. Acknowledging that inner trust within ourselves. Sorry, this pen's not working. I'm going to try and get it to work. There we go. So I'm just going in with the blank areas, and I'm just going to use this to colour in the blank spaces, blank squares. These gel pens are new, so they're struggling. I'm struggling to get the ink to come out, but it could be the way that I'm holding my pen. Probably need to hold it upright a bit more to let the ink flow. Just like you to, if you need to take a break from this session, please feel free to pause and have a rest. So I do know that my sessions are quite long, but because I want you to be in real time with me in this meditative art session. And it's okay to pause the recording and have a rest if you feel you need to, and come back to it later. That's fine. I don't know what it is about drawing and colouring. For me, it just tends to put me in a very relaxed state, and I do tend to go into like a tunnel vision where there can be many things happening around me, but I am only present in the moment of my drawing session. I'm aware of what's going on around me, but my sole attention is on this drawing session. Sometimes I had that when I'm watching a movie, but lately I don't tend to watch much television, and I tend to use either my meditation or my art as a form of relaxation. When I can, I will go outside for a walk. Today the weather's not that great, so I'm staying indoors and doing this session for you. The outside section, I think I'm going to concentrate on what I feel is my deepest inner strength, and that is my heritage, where I was born. I was born in Africa, won't say where, and I've been to many different parts of Africa, and I feel Africa is part of me, it's inside of me. I've seen many changes and obstacles whilst living in Africa, and many challenges, and I feel it's important to acknowledge these, acknowledge the fact that I've been through and experienced all of this. Maybe not in the same way as others, but it's okay for me to express it in my own way. And I have experienced similar challenges whilst here. And it's been really quite a big learning process about how others treat each other. I think this is what this session is about. It's about how we treat ourselves, how we treat others, and how others treat us. And just acknowledging that, this is happening in life, and it's creating that humbleness within inside ourselves to recognize that each and every one of us, no matter what colour our skin is, what term we like to use for ourselves, if we strip all of that away within ourselves, we all have the same internal organs. Our bodies all run the same. And apart from our outward appearance, which is unique to ourselves, and some inner unique qualities that we have, we are exactly the same. And being humble is accepting that, and acknowledging that it doesn't matter where we come from, what our roots are, it's within our hearts. And as is said by every person who comes from Africa, once you've been to Africa and you've seen its beauty, it will always remain in your heart. It's having that humbleness to acknowledge that. And that's what I'm expressing today, is that is within me and is a big part of me. And it's a big part of me that I appreciate and love, whether it was good or bad. No matter what the experience is, they are all learning experiences. And although we can let them go, we can still appreciate and validate how it has improved us in some way, made us more humble and aware of others and ourselves and what we need in our lives, the qualities of the heart that we need in our lives and we need to give back to ourselves. It's very important to acknowledge. As I said earlier, it's easy for us to just gift this orb to everybody else, but generally we find it really hard to gift it to ourselves. My uniqueness is that I have Africa in my heart, and I love the fact that I grew up there, and that I got to see things that most people would never see. And I've been through some challenges most people would never have to go through. And if any of you love the wild as much as I do, this is why I'm doing a zebra pattern. You can go on YouTube, or Facebook, there are safari groups at this time that are doing live feeds and taking you on live game drives, which is really fascinating. You get to see elephants, lions, and leopards, hyenas. Just all sorts. Even the African sunset, which is absolutely beautiful. I cannot describe to you the beautiful skies you see in Africa. The stars are so bright and so clear. It's just amazing. And was fortunate enough to sit at a bushfire once and watch the sun come up as a big orange yellow ball, and it was huge within the sky, and it was a really beautiful sensation. To be experiencing that moment with nature is amazing. I'm a big lover of nature, and I think Africa, well, anywhere in the world really, but I think Africa has the most beautiful nature reserves. But I could be biased there, because that's where I'm from. I can remember as a child growing up and seeing herds of elephant crossing the roads, just freely roaming around, no game reserves, and just being free and stopping traffic, crossing roads to get to the other side. And it was an amazing thing to witness as a child. I love the baobab trees in Africa. They're beautiful and they're really ancient, and I'm a very big tree lover. So there you go. You've learnt a bit about myself, and this is the end of the meditation or meditative art session. I hope that you all have enjoyed it. This is the end result. Just bring that up to show you. And if you like this session, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and feel free to put any positive comments and feedback. And thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to joining you in the next session. I am going to do in the next session, I'll be using the bits that I have done from my videos to make a meditative art diary. So we'll look at that in the next session. Take care all. Thank you for joining me. Bye.